We pause for a moment. We'll be at ease for just a moment.
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
All right, we've heard just the beginning of the opening statements from the state there, from the lead prosecutor, Creighton Waters. Let's bring back in CNN's Diane Gallagher outside the courthouse, also with us, defense attorney Misty Marris. Misty, let me start with you and what stands out to you about the evidence that the state says that they have against Alec Murdaugh.
Yeah, some new evidence here, really, really important. We have a blue raincoat that Murdaugh brought to his parents' house in the days after the murders, and that has gunshot residue on it. That is something that we did not know before. Also, more references to gunshot residue and Maggie's DNA. We've also seen a lot of information set forth to the jury in this opening statement relating to the guns that were used. Now, we know that the prosecutors do not actually have the weapon, but we see them putting together their case that there was a missing gun that will match the casings that were found at the scene. And that gun was purchased by Murdaugh and now cannot be accounted for. So we're starting to see how the prosecution is going to put together their case. But that gunshot residue and that blue raincoat or blue tarp, that is going to be a central piece of this case. In addition, we see the prosecutors laying the stage. It's going to be cell phone data. We've heard a lot about this Snapchat. We know that there might be location data. We know there's a witness coming from Google to testify. We hear that Maggie and Paul are avid phone users. They're going to use cell phone data in order to put together Murdaugh's location, his whereabouts, and what happened on that night to piece it together. Another important piece, prosecutors come out the gate, explaining what circumstantial evidence is, explaining how the jurors are supposed to think about that type of evidence. So we're really seeing this case come together. We're seeing the roadmap, and that cell phone data appears that it's going to be a central component of the case. Lastly, body cam footage. The prosecutor said, pay attention to the body cam. My guess is that's going to be at odds with what we find on that cell phone data as far as the timeline, which has been a moving target here. So that timeline is going to be key to this case.